The anime started with Jun inviting Tomo to sit next to him on the bus. While sitting, Tomo becomes too embarrassed and chooses to stand up instead. Suddenly, a man behind her begins to grope her, causing Tomo confusion and anger as she tries to make sense of what is happening to her. Not wanting Jun to see what's happening, Tomo tries to pretend it's not happening, and that made her feel like crying. Her obvious discomfort attracts Jun's attention, and he immediately attacks the man that assaulting her. For a moment, Tomo is shocked about how Jun took control of the situation for her. As they walking, Jun suddenly suggests that Tomo should stop wearing skirts to school because it looked wrong on her, which made Tomo really angry, so she punch him. When she tells the story to Misuzu, her friend is simultaneously concerned and outraged on her behalf. However, when Tomo reveals that Jun finds her skirts look wrong on her, Misuzu wonders if maybe he just doesn't want to see her get assaulted again. Tomo mistakes this for Jun caring about her, but Misuzu continues, pointing out that Tomo's skirt is shorter than normal, even despite the shorts she wears underneath. After being punched by Tomo, Jun is thrilled to find out from Misuzu that Tomo is no longer mad and willing to walk home with him. Jun is shocked when he sees her not wearing her usual shorts under her skirt at the suggestion of Misuzu. Jun then can't look at her directly, and when they get to the bus, he thinks to himself that every other man in the bus is looking at Tomo in a creepy way. Once off the bus, Jun refuses to look at Tomo, choosing to walk ahead of her. It eventually upsets Tomo so much, she grabs his arm, but the wind suddenly blows her skirt up. Jun gets so flustered that he passes out. When he comes to, he apologizes for how he acted before, but Tomo's too distracted by his face to hear him. Still, the two make up in the end. A beautiful girl named Carol walking down the school hallway as various boys call out to her, asking if they can do anything for her. Don't be a simp like these boy guy. Tomo looks on as the males flock towards her, wondering how she can become as girly as she is. Misuzu explains that not only her looks that get her noticed, but her personality. Misuzu say that while looking at Carol boob, Tomo mistakes this, think it means Carol's defenselessness, which make her confused. Tomo is surprised to run into Carol and Misaki together in the hall. She asks how they know each other, and Carol tells her they are in an arranged marriage. After finding out Tomo is not only a female, but friends with Misaki, Carol intended to picking a fight with Tomo by calling her dummy whenever she sees her. Carol approaches Misuzu, looking for dirt on Tomo in exchange for cake. Misuzu refused at first, but after hearing a cake, she accepted. When Carol asks Misuzu how to defeat Tomo, Misuzu directs her to Jun instead. With nothing better to do after school, Jun agrees to help her. Yet, after assessing her strength, Jun concludes that Carol is too weak to engage in a fight. Carol hopes that Jun will be able to make her strong enough to fight someone. The next day, when Jun picks Carol up to train her after class, Tomo finds herself both surprised and nervous. To make Tomo more panicky, Misuzu then tell her that she's never seen Jun act this friendly with another girl before. In the club, Tomo is lost in thought but still managed to beat the crap out of every guy in the club. Meanwhile, Jun slowly realizes Carol has zero stamina and athletic ability. Tomo shows up to the gym to see what they're doing, only to find Jun training Carol. Tomo mistakes the training as Jun hugging Carol. Tomo then begins to berate Jun. Watching Jun and Tomo interact, Carol realizes that Tomo is no threat to her relationship with Misaki and leaves. Carol takes Misuzu out for cake as she promised, but when Carol asks if this makes them friends, Misuzu suggests she ask Tomo instead. Carol is afraid she has already messed up her chance, but Misuzu assured her that Tomo will still agree. Carol's pleased to gain both Tomo and Misuzu as friends after asking Tomo, telling Jun Carol is not that bad. Jun then says that Carol and Misuzu are popular amongst the guys right now. After that, Jun accidentally reveals that he and Misuzu dated for a while in middle school, shocking Tomo.